I know what was involved because some of these samples that came into his hands actually ended up with us when the ties were severed with the communist government, which was nationalizing industry. So it came to his activities came to an almost immediate halt after they took over in February, let's say over the next 6 months, I think, before he made his final cut, but he wasn't receiving any pay and still had, I imagine, some of these samples on hand. So I actually saw some of them when I was growing up, and they were things like wooden toys, a few glass vases, engraved vases, bent wood furniture, of course, which the Czechs are famous for. They were the ones that were actually manufacturing the tonne goods during the Austro-Hungarian Empire. So we had 1 or 2 chairs. These things fascinated me. There were, trying to think, beads, wooden beads, all kinds of beads made into pocketbooks, and a lot of handwork involved in that, and bracelets. Those fell apart quite quickly, as I recall, and just because, over time they were going to do that, but it was a very fashionable good, a good export opportunity, and there were some buttons that were quite beautiful, hand done. I didn't see this, but I imagine that embroideries and linens were also a major export. I'm trying to think. I think there were even hockey sticks, violin cases, just a whole range of goods that the Czechs did very well and were hoping to export to the United States. So I became very interested in the decorative arts and design, and actually got my master's degree as a more mature student. But I attribute a lot of my interest in this field to actually seeing what good design was through some of these objects. And they were, for a long period, actually my most tangible evidence of the past connection with Czechoslovakia. Because they were attractive and interesting, and there were stories to be told about them. Some of the wooden toys, quite amazing. Little building blocks, wooden toys, yeah. So historically, I think that was an important thing, and it's something actually that I hope to write about, because I think that what he was doing is really just a snapshot of where Czechoslovakia stood just before the communists took over, and all that hope that they had to develop a market.